Welcome to Ride Along. I'm Joe Monahan. This is a brief but very important video. I like to call it by Asking Empty Questions. Some people call it by other names, but I'm going to work with that title for now. And an example of this would be simply somebody asking you, what do you want for dinner? And you respond, steak. And they say, I was thinking fish. Well, if they were thinking fish, why do they ask you what you wanted? What they should have done is said, I was thinking about fish tonight, what do you think? So now I've laid down the premise of what I'm interested in, and now if you are, we can say, great. If you're thinking something else, we can have a conversation. The reason why this is important is because when you start thinking about a lot of the conversations that you've had in the past, like this, in my opinion, or when I'm sitting in front of somebody in a technical discussion, I feel like they're trying to push me in a direction instead of listening to what I wanted. But by courtesy, they started asking me what I wanted. When I gave them my answer, they kind of went a different direction. So I'm a firm believer in not asking what I call an empty question. I would rather put something forward and then give them the opportunity to counter it, so at least I've been upfront with them the whole time, and you never know, they might say, hey, that's great, and you don't have to have that kind of back and forth. An example in a technical conversation will be somebody asking, let's say, what kind of storage are you interested in, right? So if I said, after looking over everything you have, I'm thinking NAS might be a great opportunity, but what are you thinking? Okay? That at least gives them the opportunity to understand why you're discussing NAS, and maybe they want to hear more about it. If they had something else in mind, at least they know what you were thinking, and then they can go from there and say, well, what we were really looking at was this, and if they give you really good information toward their argument, then great, you move on. They might say, well, we were thinking this, but we'd be curious why you're thinking NAS, and that's an open opportunity. Thanks for riding along.